Robertson with the layoff, Bracken, Charles, Mabuda, Bracken, it's good play, Robertson, unlucky. First touch was good, but it was a difficult one to hit first time, and he just found it going across his boot. Paya Forson, Lewis out. 1-2, which might just get Clayton in. He's kept it in as well. He's got beyond Ashimang. The shot is over the bar from Cornier. Well, that's the best West Ham moment of the match so far. Good move down the left. Clayton with the drilled ball in. Cornier met it. But he was above the crossbar. You could see that Kieran Slicker in the City goal was pulling his arm away rather than trying to tip it over. Slicker under a bit of pressure from Mubamba. Up to Charles, though, and now Bracken, and City can really have a surge forward here, having beaten the West Ham press. Here's Mabuda. Still Mabuda. Another attempt on target, but like the Oscar Bob shot from the free kick. Here's Bob. Good ball. Carlos Borges, has he got the pace? Yes, he has. And on it goes towards Bracken. Bracken gives City the lead. Just as I was saying how often City score goals, they do so right on cue. Brilliant from Carlos Borges, but a lovely finish by Kian Bracken. Once he took it, he just nudged inside the defender and thumped it into the roof of the net. And he knows who to thank for the ammunition, Carlos Borges. It's his 5th goal of the season, Kian Bracken, matching his total of last season. And the Blues lead at West Ham by a 1-0. Bob was looking at him. Referee said nothing doing. Here's Mabuda. Great ball across the face of the goal. Samuel, Charles. It's a good ball. Bob took it beautifully. Bracken, not quite this time, but more really good possession from City. So what can the Blues do here? It is Robertson, and it hit the outside of the post to a 2-0 lead, and Charles has just won the ball back again. And on it goes to Carlos Borges. Didn't get the power. Back to Carlos Borges, and it goes to Ashimang. Now Bob again. It's a good play from Bob, and a brilliant finish. Oscar Bob makes it 2. That is a wonderful goal from Oscar Bob. He went over to take the corner short with Carlos Borges, got the ball from him. A little drop of the shoulder, cut inside, and then lashed it into that far corner. A quite beautiful goal from Oscar Bob. It's his 6th of the season, his 2nd in the space of a few days. And the Blues lead by 2-0. It's a good flick by a Paya Forson, Okaflex. It's a good ball as well, and out comes Slicker at the feet of Swire and still holds the ball. And now Robertson and Mabuda. Good save by the legs of the goalkeeper, Heggie. Charles, and now Bob. And Carlos Borges, and it's an own goal. City now have a 3rd goal. Well, seconds earlier, West Ham looked like they might go and make it 2-1. But then within, what, 30 seconds, the ball's at the other end of the pitch. Carlos Borges plays it in low, and it's an own goal. And the Blues lead by 3-0. And it's poor old Potts who's put it into his own net. Gets the return from Okaflex. And the deflection just goes onto the top of the net. Another West Ham corner. And nicely done, equally so by Charles. Here's Samuel. And the flag has stayed down, and Bracken is onto it and makes it 4. Well, once he'd got the go-ahead by the assistant and he was onside, Kian Bracken, he set about trying to find a finish. And he certainly found one. Beautifully taken. His second of the game. And now he moves on to 6 for the season. Look how well he takes this. Brings it in onto his left foot. And dispatches it beyond the despairing body of Heggie. Bob tackled but kept alive by Samuel. And Adams' ball in earns City a corner. So I think the signal came from the assistant on the far side, and the referee has just pointed to the spot. As this ball comes in, it's the arm of Lewis out, and the referee's given a penalty. Robertson, it is 5. Beautifully dispatched, confidently dispatched, and City are 5-0 up away from home. Now that clip is going towards the net, and it's headed away magnificently. Samuel again. Nicely done by Samuel. And here's Bob. Good save. Bob looking for a 6th, his second of the match. And Heggie in the goal, keeping it at just the 5. 5 goals, all of which had something about them to admire. But they're going to concede in the last kick of the game, practically. They're not going to get the clean sheet that they wanted. Not sure the word consolation really is appropriate. It really doesn't count as a consolation at all. It's merely a statistic, something that Slicker will be disappointed about. Another look at the watch by the referee, and that's his final one. And City do extend their lead at the top of the table to 5 points. A quite stunning display against a side who had won 6 of their previous 8 matches. But once Cian Breckin had set the Blues off and running in the first half, it was the platform for an onslaught in the second. Oscar Bob made it 2. Carlos Borges has been credited with the 3rd, although it looked like an own goal by Potts. And then Breckin got his second to make it 4-0. Robertson from the spot made it 5. And though Divine Mubamba pulled one back for West Ham in stoppage time, it certainly didn't in any way spoil what has been a quite breathtaking performance by the defending champions and the league leaders of Premier League 2. The final score, West Ham 1, City 5.